Hey, War Pugs. So every now and then I go into the request tab and I take a look at something that is requested by Warsmith Hanzo, and I wonder if I should nuke him for the 15th or 16th time that month. I was about to say year, but for the love of the Emperor, guys, I don't know. Today though, I do not. This is a request by Warsmith Hanzo for the Earth Defense Force 5 review, as done by SsethTzeentach. We already know I'm going to enjoy this. There's no point in denying it. SsethTzeentach makes me question humanity, but at the same time, I love him for it. I don't know anything about Earth Defense Force except that song that you guys keep on singing to me. So we're going to jump into this. Let's learn some stuff. Let's have some fun. Let's see if this is a game I'd actually play, because some of you guys said that you'd like to see me actually try this. Let's go.
Hey people, Seth here. I'm doing
Seth.
my part. Are you? The world is a bad place.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Okay.
No, seriously, look out your window.
Oh no. That's bad. Oh, wait a minute. I think I do know what this game is. I think I've seen something about this game. I just can't remember who. Was it the Russian Badger?
You are now a member of the Earth Defense Force. Yesterday, you were just a civilian forklift operator
Yes.
slash technician slash
Yes.
mall cop
Okay.
slash whatever this is.
I have no idea.
regardless, God is coming back to Earth. He
Yay.
wants to make it a better place to live. A
Yay.
world free of pollution, free of microplastics, free of violence. Well, okay, not that one. But, hey, that's 2 out of 3. Was there anything else?
I have most definitely seen something about this game.
Oh yeah, free of humans. You guys need to go. Now, what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna do your part.
Yes.
With conflict comes war. And with war comes the dreaded draft. But I've got a tip just for you. You can't get drafted if you get enlisted. Enlisted is a World War II themed multiplayer shooter with a strong focus on historical authenticity.
I will be putting this in the link in the description down below. I actually have this game. And Icy has tried ridiculously hard to drag me back into it at every single turn. That War Thunder, he's trying to break my addiction to League. He is a good man for doing this.
We're doomed to repeat it anyway, so why not get acquainted with Enlisted's massive arsenal of weapons, vehicles, locations, and fortifications.
Yes.
With dynamic firefights always keeping you in the heat of action, you'll have plenty of time to learn. While many college professors would charge thousands of dollars for a history degree, you can personally experience the horrors of war for the low price of completely free.
Yes.
Just use my link in the description below, or wait till the end of the video for a special offer.
And it will be in the description below with his special offer.
Defense Force started as an excuse for Sandlot to reuse assets from other projects.
Lovely.
However, in their quest for fast cash, they discovered something. A new market force. The primordial human desire for increasingly dangerous insecticide. Listen,
Yes.
raid is no longer enough. We're living in the Garden of Eden, and the best way to defend it is to burn it to the ground. As such, every EDF game is just the last game, but slightly better. For example, the Ranger can now do this. This franchise is in a constant battle to upstage itself. And surprisingly, it's still working. This game is certifiably insane, in the best sense of the word, because nothing makes sense. So, hop in.
Outstanding.
We've got aliens to fight. But before you can play,
There's always the you must 100% have aliens to fight. I prefer the Tau.
you'll need to pick a class. Here's a simple test to find out the right class for you.
Out of your friends, which are you? Truck freak crazy ass. The fighter.
If you've never played EDF before, pick the closest thing to normality. For Ranger,
Okay.
every class shares one guiding principle. I can't see anything, and I have no idea what's going on. Thankfully,
Okay.
the Ranger has access to the standard issue EDF windshield wiper. The shotgun
No, I don't have a very large, I don't have an addiction to caffeine, you guys. I don't. I just have a lot of it. Just saying.
gun, which is only the beginning. EDF is a game of high
I want that shotgun.
explosives and higher explosives. C4, why stop there? How about C20? There we go. Now, go get him, champ. much like the
I got really lightheaded. Oh.
currency of Zimbabwe, the explosives of EDF have experienced hyperinflation.
Lovely.
Because I have just unlocked SsethTzeentach. Traditionally, tube-launched missile-based weapons platforms work by putting a rocket in a tube and then firing it out of a tube. However, this is no time for tradition. Reloading is for chumps, so
yes.
We just cram like 5 in there at the same time.
Good.
What's the worst that could happen? I mean, aside from small, unprovable changes in our reality. Each time you fire that rocket, Nelson Mandela dies on a different date. Each time you reload,
What?
the Berenstein Bears change once again. And each time you hit the target, you do no damage because this is a post-nerf reality. But that's okay. Explosions don't even scratch the surface of what a ranger can do. Snipe your enemies from afar. Minefield your enemies from up close. Annoy your team with DNG grenades. Weld the elemental powers of fire, acid, anime, and every flavor of Kool-Aid. Or, the most powerful thing a ranger can do, change class. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been entirely forthcoming. If you're playing multiplayer, there is no reason to pick ranger. And if you're playing single player, you know what? I completely respect that. You do you. Presumably, as a consumer of Japanese
What? I have no words.
entertainment products, no woman is physically present, or else she would save you from your poor decisions, physically punching the copy of Persona 4 out of your hands and freeing you from the path of a child predator. But fear not, EDF allows you to look upon the visage of a woman from a safe distance.
There you go.
Introducing the Wing Diver. If you're a Philistine, you might be upset because they removed her titty window, but I've stared at this brapper for at least 50 man-hours. So imagine my surprise after 10 long years, she's finally wearing clothes. Let this be a lesson, fellas. If she says, "I'll be ready in 10 minutes,"
she'll be ready in 10 years.
you've got plenty of time. Take a nap, do your taxes, read a book, but for the love of God, do not leave a car running. Trust me, the money you save will be well worth it. Why? You might even save enough to purchase all the DLC. Now, who needs healing? Yes, this is a completely necessary.
Why are the... What's with this vehicle? And oh god.
An unavoidable business expense, and I will be deducting it from my taxes. Now, where were we? Yes, video games. The Wing Diver has a jetpack. The propellant is magic video game jet fuel, which has the non-Euclidean properties of a single Romanian, virtually infinite, and, given the chance, will asexually reproduce to maximum capacity. This also powers her weapons. Now, it may seem restrictive to fly and shoot with the same energy reserve, but don't worry. That's why they come with internal magazines, or at least they used to. But now some overworked, glue-huffing intern made almost every weapon charge and discharge, which is great for single-shot weapons, but for anything longer than that, it's like... oh, I guess I'm gonna be here for the next 20 minutes. There's no...
What in the hell was that gun? What in the hell was that gun?
a way to know this in advance. It's not a weapon stat. You have to read through the descriptive paragraph for every gun to find out whether it's magazine-based or magazine cringe. Life must be hard in Japan. Father, when I grow up, I want to be a UX designer. You bring dishonor to our family. No son of mine will ever create a good user interface. Get these notions out of your head. Now sit down for dinner. Your mother made your favorite tortured duck penis.
Why? Why? Why?
Very nutritious. The fencer could be summarized as, your motherfucking life ends 30 seconds from now. The fencer is the polar opposite of a winged diver. He's going to kill you, eventually, given time. But he's slow, very slow. But who cares when you can dual-weld anything? Miniguns, mortars, missiles, melee weapons, shields, whatever you want. Just remember, I lied. He's not slow at all.
He's beating them to death with waifu pillows. I think this is the best game ever.
You get 2 slots for support equipment. So while the novice fencer veers around uncontrollably, the master fencer just instant transmissions to where he needs to be. I'm not a very good fencer because I have brain rot from all the hours I spent playing Air Raider. The Air Raider has guns, but more importantly, he has airstrikes. We're talking howitzers, cannons, bombers, gunners, orbital lasers, bulge lasers, whatever your heart desires. When something renders the game completely unplayable for anyone with screen shake on, you know it's good. EDF is fully...
I have to turn on screen shake or else my computer will die. Like, it will die a horrifyingly simple death.
Aware that griefing teammates by your very presence is a fundamental human right.
Yes.
So now, Air Raider has a...
Just remember, kids, blues are just reds.
Third weapon slot, and more importantly, the 150mm cannon fire. This game will inform you the status of every single airstrike in the current airspace. That's the equivalent of telling me, a peaceful opium farmer in Iraq, that there's a Hellfire drone circling above me. Believe me, I already know. But hey, I know that when I'm incarcerated in a padded cell, I'll be comforted by the sweet sound of, "This is DE-202. We're flying to cover the ground units again." Who you calling a ground unit? I'm taking to the skies. Never mind. The Air Raider has a wide array of vehicles to choose from, provided they haven't already been stolen by the Ranger. But I digress. Here's a quick warning on handling. Every motorcycle is completely unusable. The depth crawler comes in clutch for underground missions, but you might need a barf bag. And finally, the armored vehicle grape is what happens when you sand your tires for aesthetic effect.
Oh my god. There was one time I was not paying attention to my tires at all. Like, and the bad thing about it is I wasn't paying attention for months on end. I hit rain. The car went sideways. I got out, and they did not look like normal tires anymore. And at that moment, I realized that I was a moron, and it was one of those learning experiences, you know. One of those learning experiences that tells you you're an absolute idiot and you almost got yourself killed.
Incidentally, the Grape is the strongest vehicle in the entire game. Speed versus armor isn't really a debate when a pack of spiders can unwind the fucking fabric of reality in about 3 seconds.
Lovely.
The Air Raider is described as a support class because I support my teammates into the afterlife. You know what? No, I'm tired of these friendly fire jokes. I no longer wish to be this person, this agent of chaos. It's time to turn a new leaf. Deploy the Roombas. Every class has lock-on weapons, which reduce the risk of friendly fire. And Air Raider has a suit of tools to make them even better. Most of these you'll use once, realize they're absolute trash, and never touch them again. But how do you get these weapons in the first place? Boxes. Just like your unconscious roommate who's filled with delicious kidneys, every alien is a veritable piñata of goodies. Health pickups restore your health. Weapon pickups give you weapons, depending on a dice roll for some completely esoteric loot table. And armor pickups give you +1 max health permanently. This system is garbage. It sucks. Nobody likes it. It makes 0 sense. But EDF players aren't attracted to games that make sense. They're attracted to drywall and the taste of a homeless man's adrenaline as you chase him through the streets of New York. These new unlocks allow you to create a wide variety of team builds based on the situation. Finding out which situation you're in is a simple 2-step process. Do whatever you did last time and get annihilated by some horseshit. 1, brainstorming later, and you'll figure it out. Rinse and repeat until, much like my clothing, the unending tide erodes away your very being, until you are no longer a man, but a lifeless husk, driven by spite to beat just one more mission. This
sounds strangely like me in League playing ranked. It sounds strangely like me in League playing ranked.
True of a DLC, which replaces gameplay with cock and ball torture play. To aid your team's camaraderie in these dark times, EDF has the most extensive voice command system you will ever see in your entire life, and most of them have voice acting. Remember, we might have 50-foot cruise missiles, but the greatest weapon of all is hope. When the situation is at its...
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
...most dire, it's on you to ignite the fires of hope with song.
Oh!
Oh, we are the Malfa team with passion.
passion and camaraderie. We are the ultimate team with passion and camaraderie.
The game makes zero sense. Surprisingly, so does the story. This is a
Okay.
universe where everyone eats glue, including the aliens. However, it is imperative that you understand the plot. So, allow
Okay.
me to give you a quick rundown.
Please do, sir.
So, first you're a civilian, but then giant ants show up, so they give you a firearm. But when you
Okay.
get to the surface, it turns out there's an all-out alien invasion. News commentators speculate on which country could be responsible, as if it's already well known that Russia or North Korea has like a few thousand battalions of ants ready to go.
I wouldn't put it past the North Koreans, honestly.
More importantly, you need to get to safety. Your sergeant is terrible at directions, so wherever
Lovely.
you go, you're never safe. Suddenly, a new type of alien gets deployed. To paraphrase the game dialogue, I can't shoot them. They're just like us. And then you see what they're referring to, and clearly
Is that a frog?
it is indistinguishable from humanity. Look, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head. My God. It's a featherless biped. The resemblance is uncanny. Then these guys get deployed and nobody says anything. Who's getting
Yeah.
the best head? Post your comments in WeChat. And remember, Chinese Taipei belongs to the CCP. A giant battle takes place in Beijing,
Okay.
where it's rumored that humanity has some kind of super weapon. Also, Godzilla shows up. This is completely unrelated to the plot. Beijing defeats the
How?
invasion and reveals their super weapon. Pollution. No, I'm not making that up.
Really?
It's pollution. Aliens are weak to air pollution, and their blood contains microbes that scrub the air of all pollutants. Late game also introduces green ants that eat concrete and digest microplastic. Another kaiju shows up. Luckily, we have a giant mech for that. It turns
Lovely.
out the aliens are working with giant bees. I have a small aneurysm and get back to writing this review. Science lady gets desperate and turns to mythology. Apparently, ancient humans were created when God descended in an egg-shaped ship. She gets immediately gaslit by the radio operator, telling her, "That's ridiculous. We live in a real world, not fantasy. Get back to work." Oh yeah, also, we need to find the egg-shaped command ship and blow it up. A Pacific
Okay.
Rim bar fight ensues for reasons unknown. Then, I spent 3 missions killing a walking fortress. I forgot why. Probably because my blood alcohol was high enough to wipe out a family of 4.
That actually just melted my brain. That actually just melted the logic center of my brain. It's gone now. What happened?
Or my mind was preoccupied because you shoot the mothership and it turns into a biblically accurate angel. And then God, capital G, descends to Earth. And what do? They try to arrest him. EDF tries to arrest God. And God resists arrest. So, naturally, we have to murder God. Yes, you kill God, because, after all, this is a Japanese role-playing game. God is dead, God remains dead, and we have killed him. And then, a New Vegas-style epilogue plays to tell you that 90% of the world's population is fucking dead. As for the remaining 10%, they're in India. Please remember, this is the same nation where a politician tried to prove the safety of the Ganges River by drinking its water. Immediately, he was rushed to the ICU.
I wouldn't even drink the water that flows in our own rivers, much less the Ganges. Oh my God.
After hearing this, I hope you understand what I mean when I say that EDF is a
It's like, yeah, go take a dive in the Yellow River. See how well you feel afterwards. When you start growing your 3rd or 4th arm, yeah, you let me know.
parallel universe where Down syndrome is normal and chromosomes work like Pokemon. You collect them all and they battle for dominance. To close off, I'd like to share a story. In elementary school, for some reason, they put a special needs kid in the same class as us. He really wanted to play with an action figure we had, but we didn't let him because, obviously, he's going to destroy it. So he shoved it up his ass, and now no one could play with it because no one wanted to. And also, we were really superstitious at the time. We thought that touching poop is how you catch AIDS. And for a pair of 8-year-olds, we were kind of half right. The homosexual apple does not fall far from the homosexual tree.
What?
EDF unintentionally reveals a deep-seated truth about the human condition. Aliens, if you ever dare invade our planet, we're gonna destroy it first. A 50mm Kampfwagen Kanonen shell just hit my neighbor. I know that because I've been playing Enlisted this entire time.
There you go.
And I need help. Join for free and use my link for free days of premium time and several orders for troops and weapons. Where are we dropping? Anywhere. Enlisted is available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation with cross-platform support.
Yes.
I'll see you on the front lines. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. A warm thanks to the many members of a Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. Except, I haven't had an opportunity to charge you, but that will soon change. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Okay, so. The plot for this just made my brain explode, okay? The plot made my brain explode. There is nothing left. It has ripped my skull out, okay? So you have insects that clean up the atmosphere, eat microplastics, concrete, and are commanded by God, who they then try to arrest. I'm sorry, what? That makes no sense whatsoever. But it does if you're on meth. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, wow. It does look like a lot of fun. I'd play the air guy. I'd play the support guy just because I like the big booms. I'm also the last guy that you ever want to play that because I have no compassion in my heart for my teammates. I just blow stuff up and giggle like a maniac while I do it. It's kind of I can admit my flaws, can you? Guys. Oh, wow. Just no. Don't want to play the Ranger. Might play the other thing. We'll see. I have no idea if I'm... Like, why do I even say that I might be able to give these games a shot? I know I will never get a chance to actually try them out. I know that'll happen. Guys, send your good wishes out to the hospitaler. She's gonna be... She's texted me twice, and I'm ignoring her right now because I told her I was recording, and she's just won't stop. But she found out. She went to her. You guys were really concerned. I really do appreciate it. She found out through her orthopedic that she's going to be bedridden for about 2 weeks, if not longer, while her leg heals. So send her some good wishes. Leave her some comments down below. Tell her how much tell her how much she means to you, stuff like that. She is the weasel. She is the hospitaler. She's my wife, and she does do a lot of things on the channel. I actually I usually record a little bit earlier, but I've been taking care of things around the house and stuff like that, helping her out. In fact, if you guys notice, like nothing that I've checked out in the last couple of days has been really, really lengthy, and that's because I've been taking care of her while everything's going on. I do not even know if I'm going to be able to do shenanigans. I'm going to talk to her about it, and we'll find out something. But until then, guys, all of SsethTzeentach links are going to be in the description down below, including his Enlisted promo. So if you guys want to play Enlisted, give it a shot. Use his promo code. It will be provided in the description down below. Aside from all that, guys, if you'd like to support the channel, leaving a comment and a like is the best way to do it. And if you'd like to support the channel through other means, I have a Patreon down below. And I will catch you guys next time. Seriously, though, the hospitaler she could use all the warm support she can get. I'll catch you guys next time. Hit the button, Boomer.